Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jakey here for another reaction, and today I'm reacting to The Bad Batch Season 2 Episode 13. Now what happened in the last episode, we stuck with Crosshair. We were with him on a barren planet with a Lieutenant Nolan who was an absolute shithead. The reason why that was such an aggressive shithead was because I only finished watching that episode about half an hour ago. No, maybe 45 minutes ago. And it's still bubbling below the surface. We met Mayday and a couple of other clones that was sent to guard a shipment, for Imperial shipment. Some raiders come along, take the two shipments. They're forced to Crosshair and Mayday are forced to chase a shipment, even though they're undermanned and underappreciated as well. That's for certain. Also, they're under-equipped, etc., etc., all that sort of stuff. But Nolan was a shithead. And then along the way, Crosshair's being taught what it's like to be surrounded by clones again, to actually see the goodness and what the goodness in themselves and around other people who aren't like the Empire, and to see also how bad the Empire is and how they treat them. Now, clones are nothing to them, etc., etc. That then leads to getting the shipment. Well, finding the shipment, killing some poor raiders. Well, not poor. They're poor. That's why they're raiding. But you know, they brought upon themselves anyway. And finding out that the thing that they were guarding was gear for the new trooper army, which isn't them. So all the stuff they needed was they were guarding in the first place. Avalanche happens. Mayday tells Crosshair to leave him go, but Crosshair, after all that, he was all the savagery at the start. We was like, oh yeah, I'd leave people behind. He couldn't leave behind Mayday. Drags him all the way back to camp. He dies after being refused treatment by Nolan. Nolan just starts saying horrible, horrible, horrible stuff, and he deserved to die because that's what Crosshair did. Shot him in the fucking chest. And then, well, the back, but I assumed it destroyed everything in his chest. Anyway, and Crosshair passed out, and he woke in, I believe, the mountain where they're doing all the clone research now. So that's where we ended. I don't think we're going to get a continuation from that episode. I'd imagine we are going back to our crew on Misfits now. Might be getting Echo and Rex back into the fray now, because I know that's what they said they were going to speak to about the whole thing to do with the Zillow Beast. But yeah, yeah, man. So I'm excited. I'm ready to jump into this. So I hope I enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. And if you do, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. That'll be superb. But other than that, see you on the other side. Didn't forget this time. Didn't forget this time. Pabu. What an interesting title for an episode. Pabu. That has to be a planet's name or someone's name. Code name, something. Name. Look at this dude act like he owns the place.
Oh, Crowder. Are we going to sit here all day or can we...
Okay, so... Okay. It would seem we're going into a fun episode, which I probably should need after the last episode. I'm going to assume, yeah, this is not going to lead, down the path of... This is storytelling. Sorry, that's like I'm insulting the writer. No, as in, it's storytelling that is part of the overarching theme of the series. Is that a statue of trees?
No, I know it's not.
Oh, we're part of the crew. Okay, we're chilling in the background. Okay, in case anything goes sour. We're not going to just steal this shit, are we? We're noble people who would pay for this rather than just run, right?
I thought you worked alone.
Things change. I'm teaching her the fine art of negotiation.
Everyone's just sliding things to each other. This is outstanding. Not one person is hit a lip on the table where it's stubbled or just gone over. This is outstanding. Not institution. I guess institution. Establishment. This establishment has some mighty fine tables, and whoever's polishing them is doing outstanding work.
Poison's not typically my...
Impressive. For a pirate.
Oh, these guys... Oh, so... These people are just betraying... Are we just going to get poisoned with an insect?
She's a liberator of ancient...
We're still running with that, are we? Get away, you big-headed bastard!
Kill me?
Thank you, Hunter.
New pet?
That was taking a bit too long for my liking.
I'll be taking the artifact now. You should have brought more muscle than that, Fee.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
She did.
Oh, look at my big boy.
Now it's getting interesting.
At some point, like, you think oh, right, I just want to point out there, is that, okay, I know it's not part of our crew, and it's like a Star Wars, especially Disney won't allow it, really, but realistically, to send a message, Wrecker should have just ripped his fucking head off, and then been like, ugh! And then there would be no gunfight. They would be like, okay, cool, take the artifact, take your artifacts. I'll just want to live, you know, out of fear of this monstrosity. Frankenstein's monster, some would say. Ooh, what a shot! Fuck off! Oh, it has no issue with killing people. You love to see that. You gobshite. That's... Alright, if that... Hold on. That's either reinforced tables or that's a really light bell, so he should be getting out of that.
Yes, I am playing against myself. It is the only time this game is a challenge.
You bastard.
We need a pickup.
I'm getting very much Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom vibes. I know it's nothing like that because it's sci-fi, but it's still kind of getting that sort of what was it? What was he getting? It was the amulet, wasn't it? The amulet for, and then he basically wanted his payment, or he wanted something. I can't remember what it was, but then he got poisoned. It turned into a whole thing. But I don't know. But it just felt like that. That opening felt like that opening.
Now that was a fun mission.
You got that right.
You killed people.
Yeah, I stabbed a man in the heart. I saw that. Brick killed a guy.
Her training's paying off.
Oh, I know she's got the whole soldier thing down.
I thought she said Winter Soldier.
Don't you think she should learn some other skills? Omega spends all her time with you three. She needs friends.
Yeah, she does a little bit.
Age.
We never had such a thing. I do not see the issue.
Of course you fucking don't. But also, it would... Surely you don't want her to have the same upbringing as yourselves. You guys know that. You probably didn't have the best upbringing.
We're receiving a transmission. It is from Sid. Let's hear it.
I mean, if she wants us to do another mission, fuck off. If she wants us to come save her, also fuck off.
So, it's been 20 rotations. A word.
Because you're in our bad books.
Because your absence has cost me a few scores. Remember our mutually beneficial arrangements.
I need her.
How well we know one another.
Oh, we need to fucking give her over to someone.
Too well to not assume I am just threatening you, boy.
Oh, I need Sid murdered. No, but like, it's too much. She's too much now. Too many threats. Too many. It's that. Yeah, she needs to be put in her fucking place. We also shouldn't be working underneath her. That's what I mean. Is that we've established this relationship where she thinks she can talk to you like this and feel like, you know, she's in charge. She's not in charge. She needs to know that. Also, you can't keep on threatening the same thing and not actually follow through. They're going to know that that threat is going to be, well, more than likely will be false.
Mutually beneficial arrangement wasn't so beneficial.
Fucking A.
Mutually.
He's a useful ally, but not someone you want to cross.
I want to cross her. I'm sick of her.
In that case, you all are coming with me. Head to these coordinates, Brown Eyes.
Are we going to a new base? A safe base? Oh! My goodness, this is lovely.
Welcome to Pabu, my
Pa-
home away from home.
Pabu is the actual name of the planet.
That's the artifact.
That's a lovely
It's where
tree.
the artifact will-
My analysis indicates that this so-called artifact you recovered is of very little to no monetary value.
Oh!
Treasure can mean many things. Most of the villagers on Pabu are
Oh, is the treasure what items that they've taken that she's recovering from their houses, their planets, things like that?
of the items I recover are remnants of their cultures, and that's worth preserving.
Oh, you know what? You know what? This is the person we should be with. Fuck Sid. We're running with Fee.
About time you showed your face around here.
Miss me, Shep?
Hold on. Hold on, is that her husband? Oh no, brother.
Would you bring this time?
That's not all you brought, I see.
We have a couple of refugees.
Mayor of Pabu, and his daughter, Liana.
Okay, so there is a chance. Firstly, there is a chance that this fella isn't actually her brother. She's just called Auntie Fee because you know, kind of like how Sid was kind of Auntie Sid to Omega for a little bit, in that sort of sense. Also, I kind of hoping that Omega has a very good friend here.
And
Jeez, he's just because he's big doesn't mean he's as strong as you.
Brought any friends here before? Never. Not even Sid?
Who's Sid?
Nope.
Who the fuck's Sid? I was hoping she was going to say that. I know who Sid is personally.
She must really like you.
I didn't realise Fee was going to have this much of significance for us.
Lots of food, drink, and general merrymaking. You'll probably hate it. Lead the way, Shep.
Poor Tech. I have a fear that they're somehow going to be tracked, or Sid will reveal their location, and then people are going to come from all over to retrieve their stolen artifacts.
Gonna put this someplace safe.
Tech, hold on, was that a long-in look? Are we going to lose another one of our crew who's going to stay here with Fee and have babies? That actually is gorgeous. Do you know what it is, right? I was just thinking to myself, this is obviously people who grew up in this area, and to them it's that they know the beauty of their sort of like land, but getting an outside perspective like Omega, like the clones, like Fee, where it's like, oh my fucking goodness, this place is something out of a fairy tale. Let's hope the Empire doesn't come along and destroy it.
how are Sari and Micah?
They're doing good.
He's laughing too much. Throw him over the side. I'm joking, but it's going to be a small island, surely.
All like family.
Oh,
Not too
that's a
shabby.
lot of people. Didn't expect that many people. Oh my god, even the animals are cute and nice. There's no predators here. That's a cute little monkey looking thing.
I've not heard her laugh like that in some time.
We're not going to leave her here, guys. Let's just all settle down here, alright? You guys can relax and enjoy yourselves. There's enough here for everyone. The food's going to be amazing. So, Tech will stay for the love of his life, which I now discovered is Fee. Rekka will stay for the food. Hunter will stay for the relaxation. And, what do you call it? And Omega will stay for the friendship. It's happily ever after, guys.
Safe haven for those forced to flee their homes during the war. And
Someone's come to destroy that beauty. I know it.
The Empire will show up.
why would they? We're a remote island with limited resources. But if they do,
They'll find a way to come and destroy. There's a resource here you probably don't know.
as a father, you couldn't ask for a better place to raise a child.
Oh, so I mean, without saying it, because there was no actual sort of discussion about their relationship, because they were all clones and stuff like that. But it always felt like Hunter was the father of it all, you know. So I'm glad that to see from one father to another. It's like it is like it's here because he was mentioned about getting away from it all, and that's when Echo was like, we should be actually helping people out rather than trying to get away from the chaos, you know. But yeah, let's go, Daddy-O.
She seems to like it here.
Well, it's 'cause it's-
Stability.
I mean, she's probably going to miss shooting people. Do you think we can have both? Go on missions and then still have this beauty? I've just eaten and now I'm hungry again from this.
Do you have your own boat? Uh-huh. You want to take it out and watch the sunset?
Oh, this is beautiful!
That sounds like a great idea.
What if there's sea creatures in there we don't know about?
Have fun.
I really like the fact he actually gave her permission as well.
What's with you? I'm full.
I was about to say you're full! Keep going, brother. I believe in you.
Hope you saved room for dessert.
I love this place.
Oh, now I want dessert. I think I have something sweet downstairs to sort of nip that sweet tooth in the bud. Fruit just won't do it. I need something smothered in chocolate. I mean, this is all going too nice. Like, what? How is this shit going to hit the fan? There is something about that sea breeze, though. There is. Do you know what? When I was in there, when me and my parents, well, parent went to, where did we go to again? It was along the Amalfi Coast last year. It was beautiful. And there was a moment where we just got on a boat to go back towards Amalfi. We went to another couple of towns over. And it was just sort of there, like, don't get me wrong, it was like fucking going fast and the sea breeze was just hitting the face. But I was like, oh, it was like, it was too, but at the same time, it was like, I was just taking it in, that sort of the breeze, the smell of the ocean, the feel of it. It was just, yeah, it was lovely. And when you actually got in the ocean in the Amalfi, it wasn't cold. It was like, you could, even when we went in at sunset, because I don't want to be out in the sun, like in the water, just getting burnt to a fucking crisp. Plus we had sightseeing to do. But when the sun was had gone behind and we saw the people had left the beach, we went out. And even then, the water was just lovely, like not cold. You could walk in, and then when you walk in when it's cold, it's like, ah, and you have to convince yourself to sort of go under. It wasn't like that at all. You didn't break stride. Go to the Amalfi, guys, if you can.
I spent most of my life surrounded by the ocean, but it didn't feel like this.
Nah, you were surrounded by fucking surrounded by just birth and life and death and machines and science and medicine. You never really probably got to understand the beauty of your planet, whereas this is a planet uninhabited by such worries, let's say.
You and your friends can stay as long as you want.
For now, Sid's gonna fucking ruin it.
So long.
Reckon looks so happy. He looks so fucking happy. Like he's so content with how full he is.
I'm not seeing anything.
Just wait. It'll be worth it.
The flirtation. The flirtation. Everyone's just out to watch the sunset.
Right?
Oh, lovely. That's lovely. Please let nothing happen to this planet. What are you sensing, Hunter? Why is it so quiet?
Coming. We need to.
Oh! Is it an earthquake? Or something entered the upper atmosphere?
What was it? Just a tremor. It's no big deal. Happens all the time.
Ah! That's not good. This place was too beautiful for my liking. It's a volcano, isn't it? It's a volcano.
Well, that was different.
A small tremor.
I like the idea of him being down there just eating food that dropped on the floor. Probably the safest thing for them is to be out at sea.
This island is at risk for a significant sea surge.
How much risk?
Sea surge?
Highly probable to imminent.
What?
Had a sea surge in more than 3 decades. If we were at risk, the early warning system would have activated.
I don't like the sound.
That's the early warning system.
The water has already begun receding. We must evacuate all of Lower Pabu.
Liana and Omega, they're on the water.
Oh shit! That did not register me at all.
In town to hire.
Oh no, the fish!
The tide's pulling us out. We're gonna hit the rocks.
Uh, get ready to jump on the rocks. Well done, ladies.
Knock on every door. Check every home.
I'm glad the crew that are part of this, you know? I'm glad that they're the ones helping rather than just escaping.
Leanna,
Sense of duty.
Leanna, wake up. Wake up.
Okay, there was a moment there I thought that kid was dead.
Mega?
Oh my goodness. Need to run.
Make it before the surge hits. We must use additional means to get them over the wall.
Like
We
what?
can deploy the rescue ladders.
Then let's do that.
They line the top.
Are you gonna grab your lady and go? You big old romantic, you.
The mechanisms are rusted through. We will need to manually unfurl them.
Just everything that can go wrong has gone wrong so far. Don't stop. Get more out. Get more ladders out. Oh, yeah. Pick him up.
We'll be fine.
Pick him up. Let's go. Bless him. He had no idea what was going on. Probably had too much wine. Did his family leave him behind, by the way? Did they ask about his family? Did they just leave him to die? Oh, if you're people that are running from that, you're going to think that he's just left you behind to, like, die. Oh, Liana probably isn't used to stuff like this, but she's jumped on rather easily. Well done. Oh, that was closer than I thought, actually. Go on, my boys. There's no way you can sacrifice yourself in this moment either. Nothing's going to make you go faster by sacrificing. Maybe this will, the ladder. Actually, yes. Just be quick going up the ladder. Quickly, quickly grab him. Grab him immediately. Do not let go. Okay, okay. Okay, we got my boy. We got him. Woo! Woo! See you later, guys. Enjoy your death and destruction. We're gonna go.
Stars.
I mean, that's a shame. The lower part of the city's probably gone. But here's the thing: our crew are gonna stick around to help rebuild. Jesus Christ, that was absolute destruction. You'd have to stick around and help. Is Tech gonna stick around to help and the others go? Are we losing another member? You deserve that sleep. You really do. Every single one of you deserve that sleep. Thank you.
Got everyone out in time. That's what's important.
Exactly that. Exactly
By
that.
estimations, it will take several rotations to rebuild the damage sustained in Lower Pabu.
So we're sticking around, right?
Property was destroyed, but my people are resilient. We'll band together and rebuild.
Please stick around.
Was thinking
Yes?
we could stay and help out with things.
I had the same.
Yes? Yes, boys. Yeah, we can help rebuild something between these two as well.
Don't mind us.
You would be most welcome.
Oh, this is nice. Do you know what? It's sort of not built on the story again, but my heart is a bit warm despite the destruction. Dave, thank you. Because they have a sense of belonging now. And it's not like it's forever. It could be forever, but they have somewhere to at least stay to help and do some good in this galaxy. And not for credits. And that goes my reaction to The Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 13. I just pointed at my notes like you could see, but yeah, it's Episode 13. I thought that was a real sweet episode. It wasn't shite. It really wasn't. And I don't think any of them have been shite or bad. I just think some have lacked in certain departments. Like they've tried to make it fun and adventurous, and it has been a bit sort of whereas this one wasn't trying to be fun or adventurous. It was showing a different side in which they can have if they really wanted to. And I just thought that was lovely. I just thought it dealt with a disaster that wasn't the Empire. They're resilient, these people, but And it wasn't the Empire to come to destroy it. It was just a natural disaster that can happen. That can happen anywhere. So it's the island life, like they said. But I mean, yeah, wow, that's just yeah. It was different, and I really appreciate how he started off with utter chaos and then went to tranquility, and what you could have, and it was just a moment for them where they can have something. And my fear is that they're going to have something and be a part of something for then Sid or the Empire or both or someone else to ruin it and bring chaos and destruction. And yeah, it's just, yeah, that's my fear. But right now, I'm just going to enjoy what we got there, which was a nice episode with without it being the Empire win, even though they don't win for long in like the grand scheme of time, but you know, but it's that they, but again, it's something that there is hope in this galaxy. So yeah, so that's what I think it is. I think that's why I think Star Wars, it especially to do with a certain part of the side of Star Wars, is that it builds around hope. And that's where it stems from and just grows out. So yeah, I wrote down first, just going off a note here. I wrote down heir to the deal, because at the moment of releasing this, Trump's just released all his tariffs, and it's just causing utter chaos. And all the people are going like, "Yeah, well, bro, order the deal." She's like, "No, that's not how it works." But heir to the deal is just everywhere right now. So I just wanted to say that because that's what it was at the start. It was heir to the deal. She knew that there was going to be a betrayal that happened. She can't trust these people she's dealing with. Like I said, I'm getting a Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom opening, so that sort of vibe. That's why I really enjoyed it. Again, not trusting these guys, escaping their sort of like moidas and stuff like that. Also, it's a bit strange that like they came prepared. Why would I think they would come prepared? And also, look around you. Which ones look like they might fuck you up? And they were not prepared for that. But I really enjoyed everyone in that moment doing what they had to do. Wrecker just going around throwing people. Hunter stabbing a little poison thing that was going to kill Fee. Again, Fee sort of like trying to teach Omega a different side of this stuff, like the art of negotiation. I think she said or something like that. Omega also just had for fun, just going at it. Really enjoyed that, and then they just escape. And then that's just followed up by, thank you, camera, by Sid. Sid, again, we've cut ties with Sid. I am happy we cut ties with Sid, but we cannot cut ties with Sid because, again, she knows too much. And she is a vindictive son of a bitch. So it's just going to grate on me that she's still around and she still can cause harm to people. And I am ready to not only cut ties with her, but cut her throat. But you know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, it's you've seen it as the second season's gone on. I'm done. I'm done with it. I have been for a while, and yeah, and I'm glad that the whole thing was that it's like, you know, this situation they found themselves in. They even said it wasn't mutually beneficial. It was only beneficial for her. So I mean, it's just. Yeah, I'm glad they came to terms and they have been like, yeah, we're done with her. So, but I am worried about that. And I like that Fee sees the goodness in them and has been on enough missions around them now to go, right, cool. I'm going to bring you back to this place that I trust and hold dearly to me, which is about helping out refugees. And I want you to come with me. That whole thing of implanting that idea as well in Omega's head in their head, that doesn't Omega need to be around people her age rather than just around you guys? It's people that she shares a genetic sort of similarities with. So, yeah, I just thought that was I thought that was great. I really did. I did again. Fee's just jumped out of being, what's her name again, to go, oh, Fee, you're it. I enjoyed her and Tech sort of almost will they won't they. She's introducing him to a different world and he seems to be sort of leaning into it. I kind of like it, you know. Didn't think anything would come from it, from the whole sort of brown eyes things when we first met her. So a bit taken aback by that. I wrote down Fee is pure. That's all I wrote down. Again, I'll just quickly talk about the planet. The planet, again, the design was so beautiful. The music they used, it was just so free and flowing when they had to do it. But it was just the design it was just the colors, everything was just, and it just really makes you, again, make you take for granted about where I felt like this watching this. It makes you think of where you go, because again, everyone's like, you want to travel space and stuff like that and go through it, and it's like fantastic. But then look what happens when you come back down to planets. You get the beauty that sometimes space can't behold. But then again, you can find beauty in space as well. So, but I just think, yeah, I thought that everything about the planet was great. And then when it got darker, it still used like really nice colors. The sunset with the people coming out to watch the sunset with the lights. And it was like a really nice vibe. Everything was so good there. The people were lovely. The monkeys, the monkey kind of things were cool looking. Omega making a new friend as well. Like Wrecker and finally getting full for the first time in his life, and more food comes out. He's perfect. Tech looking at his future wife, going like, "Yep, this is it. This is the moment." And Hunter being able to be that dad that he couldn't really be where it was the whole sort of kind of going like, yeah, go have fun, kid, rather than be like, no, stick by. We could easily die in about 50 million different ways on this mission. It's just like, yeah, go have fun. Goes to show you can't really trust, water and natural things, but still, you can't really blame him for that. But yeah, it was just like, it's just everything about it was just amazing. And I'm really just saying, I literally wrote down, planet is beautiful, planet is peaceful. I was writing all these notes down, but then obviously the tremors happen. It's a natural disaster. You can't help it. It's just awful that it's coincided for them on the, like, maybe 6 hours they're at this planet. A natural disaster is happening. Wonder how often, they said centuries since the last incident. So, yeah, they're the bad luck. But, yeah. But then obviously everything sets in and shit hits the fan. The war coming out, bringing the girls with them. They jump onto the rocks. The war's coming out because they know it's then turned into fucking like a big old tidal wave, a tsunami. It was just so chaotic so quickly. Everyone had to clear the lower land. I did not think about the lower land because again, once you see the island as it is at the end, you can see where the water could only go up to. That's where that there has survived over time. It's a general sort of thing. And they just have to build below as they go. I like the fact there's only several rotations to rebuild an entire settlement of refugees. Well, and I say settlement, it kind of is, but at the same, because they keep on having to rebuild and stuff. But at the same time, this is their home. It's and what a home to have as well, by the way. Yeah. Again, the smart little sort of thing to do with the ladders as well. The ladders being the ones being like sort of having to be, again, everything going wrong with them, having to sort of go up. Let me just grab. Hold on, babe. Bam. Up he goes. Tech knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. But again, having help with the ladders, that again, a great way to get things moving, more tension. Shit, we're not going to have enough time. Let's get him go over this way. Wrecker helping the old man up. Again, around his family left him behind. That was fucked up. Hunter having to pick up the girls. Again, didn't realise how close that water was until he then did the turnaround once they're on. I was like, oh shit, that was closer than I expected. So yeah, it was unreal, like, sort of chaos. Real quick. And then it was over. It was done. And again, there was no casualties and there's so much destruction and people are going to be sad because they've obviously come from places where they've lost their homes before and now they've lost them again. But it is that installment of hope. It's, yes, these things happen, but we will rebuild. We come back stronger. Even he said, we are resilient because you have to be. To be a refugee, you have to be resilient. You have to try to face so many troubles to get where you are and to keep going. It's just, what a lovely story to give hope, but also just when there's such, I know this isn't released now, but there's such stigma about refugees and I hate it. And it's just then it just summarizes to see what these people like in this situation, what refugees can go through to get to some idea of peace and sort of settlement, really, and just sort of like, and calm, to then still have shit like that happen and then start again, but still just have such a tough mentality, man. I just think it's such a great. If I could, I know it wouldn't change. It would not change a lot of people's minds, but I think just if people could watch this and just see because some of the stuff that refugees can go through might change their minds. However, people can see on the news and on YouTube and on fucking Twitter and all that stuff what these people go through, and they're still up in arms about it. So I don't know, man. Refugees, brother. And in fact, we're staying. We're sticking around. It's beautiful. It is. And, you know, it's what I think what they needed. Again, Omega needed somewhere to call home, because they haven't had somewhere to call home in such a long time. They are refugees themselves. They've lost Camino. So again, like we had that little moment as well with Omega talking to her friend about it. Again, Liana, I think that's her name. Talk to her about it. And having that moment, yeah, just to sort of sit in that, it makes sense that they are refugees, they are welcome, but they need that moment. They need someone to be able to come back to, a calling to be able to, if when things go south, or not south, you don't want to bring shit to your doorstep, but when they need someone to actually be, they can be. And the fact that they're staying, again, not just to stay because, you know, they need to, but also they want to stay because they can fly away, but they don't because they see the people in need. And that's something that Echo said, that they can be doing more in this universe, in this galaxy. They can do more, and obviously that he meant more so in like, you know, to do with the Empire. This place was untouched from the Empire, and some of these people, refugees, could be because of the Empire. More than likely they are, but you know, it's yeah, it's like it's that moment of helping, not because you need to, but because you want to, and you can see why. And I'm so happy that we're at least going to be there, at least at the start of next episode. I'd like to think, if any, and I just hope that Sid or the Empire or Crosshair or all these other fuckers don't ruin it for us. But yeah, I'd love for this to be our home base now, going forward, when we just want to relax. It's beautiful. Anyway, I am going to leave it there, guys. So I really like that episode, but not because, like, you know, it just has such a nice, deep meaning to it. And it just, I really enjoy that episode. I hope that it hasn't been shat on by people. I really do. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like the video. Comment down below. What did you think of this episode? What do you think of this planet? What do you think of, of natural disasters? What do you think of that? But yeah, what do you think of the fact that they are refugees and they have decided to stay to help rebuild? The fact that this might be home base. Do you think Sid, at this point, do you think Sid was going to fuck up the whole situation? Do you think we're going to have issues, etc, etc? Comment down below. If you like these types of videos, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get a notification every time I upload. Bunch of other videos around here to do me and other people. I do reactions to Star Wars, have done since Obi-Wan Kenobi, most recently with Skeleton Crew. I'm currently releasing this every week, The Bad Batch, and I'll be, by the time this is going out, I think I would have, yeah, I'll be doing Andor Season 2. I also do Doctor Who reactions, have done since Shooty's first season. I did first season Christmas specials, and I'm currently releasing his Season 2 at the moment. I also do Doctor Who reactions with my little brother Charlie. Those are released every 2 weeks on a Saturday, where we do New Who, which is, we're on Season 4 of New Who with David Tennant's Doctor and Catherine Tate's Donna Noble. I also do Marvel reactions, have done since Moon Knight, as in the TV shows. Have done since Moon Knight. Most recently was A Friendly Neighborhood, Spider-Man and Daredevil Born Again. And coming up, I'll be doing Ironheart and other TV shows. I also did the films, the Infinity Saga, Phase 1 to 3. I did those with my mate Josh. You'd only seen a couple of those. They're a little bit rough, those reactions, because I did them when I first started my channel, but I still think they're good reactions. Other things I've reacted to at the moment is, it is The Last of Us Season 2. By the time this comes out, I'm either coming towards the end or I've finished it. I think it's... yeah, no, I'll still be reacting to it. So, yeah, that'll do that. Coming up, I'll also be doing reactions to Fallout Season 2, House of Dragons Season 3, The Rings of Power Season 3, The Boys Season 5, and there'll be other shows that I can't remember that I'm going to do reactions to that are coming out soon. DC Commandos, DC stuff. I did Creature Commandos and The Penguin. I'll be doing other TV shows to come out. So, guys, things like that. If anything like that sounds like it takes your fancy, like, subscribe, notification bell, all that jazz. But thank you again for watching, and I'll see you out there.